Tight ends, and then we're going to hit the mailbag. Just got a little bit of tight end information. David Njoku, you are higher on him than the experts. You like him at 6. The experts have him down at 8.
Yeah, and we'll cut down the tight ends. Let's do one per position here instead of the two guys here. David Njoku.
Okay, but for lower, can we do Kyle Pitts?
Yeah, we'll do Kyle Pitts. Okay, why not? Right. It's a tradition at this point. But yeah, I mean, it's been an absurd target share here for David Njoku across his last 6 games. He's got 24%, 24%, 21%, 30%, 38%, 24%, and then across that 6-game span, 27% target share. That is elite for a tight end, and he's been a top 12 tight end for every single one of those 6 games. Joe Flacco coming in could actually be an even bigger boost for this passing offense. And he gets the Rams, who are giving up the 3rd most points to tight ends. I'm in love with David Njoku this week. I think he's in a smash spot. I know that's crazy to say, but the floor has been significantly higher this year, especially again these last 6 weeks. I think we got the ceiling for maybe a 2-touchdown blow-up day for David Njoku. I'm all in on starting him this week.
I don't think that's crazy for whatever it's worth. Guys, you're lower on. You actually have Schultz and you have Pitts, but we're going to keep it to 1. And just for fun, because these probably aren't going to affect who you're starting or not too much, we're just going to talk about Kyle Pitts real quick. He's playing against the Jets, which is a formidable defense, we have to admit, even though other parts of their team struggle mightily. They've got him finally. You got him all the way down at 16. The experts finally starting to maybe come around a little bit. They've got him at 13, which is a little lower than the smoke blowing up his ass that we've been getting like for the last 3 years. Tell me why you're down on Kyle Pitts, Wolf. Give me this hot take.
Real hot take. Tight end 16, 21, 17, 18, and 32 across his last 6 games. He has been as useless as ever. Now, the Jets are much more forgiving against tight ends than they are wide receivers. I still don't care. This offense is going to try to run it down their throat with Bijan Robinson and then Tyler Algier and then probably Cordarrelle Patterson as well. The volume's just not there. I think the player is so overhyped at this point. He's never really flashed what everybody's expected from him, and he hasn't had more than 5 targets in a single game since week 6. So I don't think the involvement's going to be there. Maybe if they do throw, it will get to his way, but Desmond Ridder and him have never clicked throughout this entire season. The only good game he really had was with Taylor Heineke at quarterback. So yeah, I want nothing to do with Kyle Pitts. I'm seeing a lot of like sleeper week this week for Kyle Pitts, and we haven't had him on the lower just because it's been so easy. I don't want to say it, and there's certainly a guy that's out there in nearly every league that I'd rather have, and we're about to talk about him.
Was MOH high on Pitts?
Oh yeah, he was so high on Pitts. We put him in his place for that one.
God, dude, what was that about?
Yeah.
All right, Juwan Johnson. We talked about him a little bit earlier. He's going against Detroit. He's only 15% rostered. Give me the sales pitch on Johnson, then let's hit the mailbag.
Yeah, 85% of the routes last week was a team high. Season high, 28 of his 31 snaps came from the slot. He might just be, we talked about A.T. Perry as a Hail Mary, but at least Juwan Johnson has a real track record in the NFL. He was a converted wide receiver. He's probably the best pass catcher that this team has, but you get to play him at tight end even better, assuming, of course, again, Olave and Shaheed are both out. Shaheed's definitely going to be out at this point. And if Olave plays, sure, that does take away a little bit from Juwan Johnson, but I would still expect him to be the number 2 weapon, just like he was last week with a 19% target share, 9 PPR points. Not bad, but I really think this could be the week where he has that 2-touchdown day, has his coming out party. The Lions have been getting blitzed. They've been bad against the tight end all year, too. The 6th most points allowed on the season, but especially these last 5 games, they have been so bad. So I think Juwan Johnson's in a really, really good spot to have. We've seen it before, 2-3 touchdown days. I mean, he had more 20-point days than any other tight end last year other than Travis Kelce. This guy does have a real ceiling. We've seen the blowups before in the past. I think we could definitely, especially if Derek Carr can finally get over these red zone woes that are so embarrassing at this point. Juwan Johnson, whether he does or not, has a really nice floor and ceiling this week, in my opinion. What is up, you fantasy wolf? Thanks so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, share your thoughts in the comments, check out some more videos, and join the newest Wolfpack by subscribing below.